And
That's why, because I didn't know the guys. I was like, who is that not shooting over there?
but in general, on that day, from what you know and the reading you've done on it since then, what was the overall enemy plan and intention?
They wanted the fur base. They knew when they hit something hard and ambushed it. They knew we sent out react. Once they sent out react, they figured we
The forces were weak at the base or something.
They were gonna they had troops already moved in, like probably 350 guys in checkpoint 74, which was like 4 blocks away from the fur base. And then they were talking about there were a bunch of guys that were dressed just like them that were reported seeing like groups of them across the Syrian border. So that's perfect. They can model they want in Syria. They already got their internal source. They were probably just waiting to hit the firm base and take it. They threw out propaganda that they did take the firm base. They told everybody on propaganda that they held the firm base for 3 hours until they gave it back to us and fled back into Syria.
So you think that they set up the ambush in the city in order to draw out the quick reaction force, and then when the quick reaction force was out of the firm base, they were going to conduct a coordinated 2-pronged attack into the firm base?
And like the house where Captain Ganning passed away and everybody else, that was like a fallback house. From the Bath Party House was the main ambush house. It had everything in it. Everything was planned there. Like that's where Recon took out a couple of guys out on the streets.
Right.
And that's where Cat was fighting them. When we went in there were so many RPGs and machine guns. They could mess up a whole convoy.
And 3rd Platoon went into that Bath house
We went into the Bath house
before going on to that casualty house.
Yes, we got called in there for support to the casualty house, but the casualty house was set up like the enemy used that, so if shit went wrong there, they could fall back to that safe house where it was like their last defense. Like it was built up left and right without limits.
It was on the far side of the city. It's the furthest away from the base.
Across the river or the little canal. So.
And this is a kind of a company level, but what decisions were made by the commander, and how did he try to exploit the enemy weaknesses by the decisions that he made? Both Captain Gannon and then later in the day,
well, Major Schreffler jumped in and took a lot of the.
Major Schreffler took over battalion size ops.
Yeah.
As far as company size ops goes, I mean, they pretty much all put their heads together. That they knew the way they reversed what the enemy did was we got them in the city. We finally had them. We know where they are, and they cordoned out the city and put it on lockdown. And then they sent us down each street. All you had as a whole rifle squad was the houses to your left and right. I mean, that was your chance to get in there. You knew they were in there. There's 300 some of them, whatever. And if they tried running out, which a lot of them did, I heard it was better to get out of the corner. It was like hunting season because they just came running out with like AKs. Or popped in the corners and just took off running.
Okay. So the way that in this situation 3-7 reversed the plan on the enemy was basically to conduct a cordon around the city and then do a sweep through.
Lock them in and sweep them out.
And then
we had phase lines set up. One control phase line. The next one was to set up for like your assault position right before you went into the hard blunt of the attack, which was checkpoint 74. And so my squad was one that walked right past it, along with second squad walked past it too. But like I remember going past it, there's nothing there. We didn't have authorization to go inside of it. We just skirted the outside of it.
okay.
That was